ACC first victory for us in the conference. Anytime that you come off of playing on the road and playing a non-conference game and you can come home and play a conference game, it's really, really big. Very excited about the way this team performed today and how we've come a long way. I think when you come on the road and in a hostile environment and you come out and you play hard like we did offensively and defensively, and I think it was great. I think defensively when we created those turnovers in the game, I think was huge for us. We got 13 points off of the turnovers. I think the 4th down and 1 Brandon Harris play was unbelievable. And somebody have to step up and make plays. We always say that in a game like this, and those guys stay focused. They didn't panic, and he came up with a great play. That thought late in the game, played a lot of guys at offensive line today. I think that's what shows you that we have depth, and we got to keep developing. We're not say we're gonna sit back and say, hey, we're satisfied with it. We got to always keep improving on every phase that we do. Just looking at the overall picture, I think it's one of those games you come out and it was physical, it was tough. Both teams had some big plays in the game. Both teams had bone-hitting tackles, turnovers. It's just one of those games that I thought our guys really stayed focused and really played hard and didn't stress. Defensively, they really showed a lot of poise today in the second half. Coming back, we was on the field a lot on defense in the second half. And they kept pushing, kept banging away, kept pushing, kept banging away. And I thought was really great that when we was in that last drive of the game before we kicked the field goal, all the defensive players got on the field and were supporting the offense when we was asking timeouts. And Mike James did a great job of running the football to get us that field goal. And anytime you say, we always say, people always say you got too many running backs, too many receivers, you never have too many guys. Because you never know whose number's going to be called and injuries happen and guys get nicked. So we just got to keep focused and enjoy this win tonight. I told the players and really have fun with it. But tomorrow we'll come back, loosen up, get back in the weight room, start lifting, and then we'll come back out and get ready for Florida State Sunday.
You envision Mike James being kind of like what Damian was last year in that fourth quarter, being that guy?
No, it's just his number, man. His number was called, and anytime that somebody's number's called, they step up and go, and that's why we always say we never got too many running backs. And the more time that you can get guys to play in the game, somebody's going to improve. And he did. He caught a wheel route touchdown pass today. It was something that we use because he's in the game at fullback sometimes to block, and he's a receiver. So we use him in every source of way that we can to get us a chance to score points.
You talked earlier in the season about forcing turnovers, stripping the ball. Just what does that do for the momentum to be able to get the takeaways with the picks and the fumbles?
It breeds something into your defense that they know that if we keep creating turnovers, the better that we're going to be as a football team. And it's all field position. If you get a turnover at the 50, you just switch to field position. You always want to have the field position in the second half. We didn't have the field position until we came up with those turnovers, which is huge for us. And anytime you can do those things, you'd be excited about it.
Randy, can you talk a little bit more about Brandon Harris' stop there 4th down? It's probably made the play of the game.
It was the play of the game, I think. They was going for 4th and 1. They went corners over, belly pitch, and Brandon read the crack. They cracked the safety. He came up on the force on the run, one-on-one. Was it Harper he was on?
Ellington.
Yeah, it was Ellington. A big running back, against a DB, and Brandon, said, hey, like we said all day, hey, when you make a tackle, hit the guy, run your feet, wrap up. And he did. And anytime that you can do those type of things and don't give a guy an extra yards, we always talk about yards after contact. I think that was a big play of the game. There wasn't no yards after that first contact.
Might that be kind of a play and a kind of effort that is the difference in this year's Miami team?
Yeah. Like we've been preaching that, and I think that after we played Ohio State and we had too many yards after first contact, we came back and said, okay, what can we do? So in practice, no matter if we're in just shorts, no helmets, no shoulder pads on them, we say first contact, make contact, and drive the guys back. You want 11 guys to the football. So as the game went on, I kept preaching, and the defensive coaches kept saying, now listen, fellas, we got to make sure when we make contact, run your feet. Make contact, run your feet. Don't go for the big shots. Just make contact and run your feet, and something's going to happen big. And Brandon did. He believed it, and he trusted us, and he made a big play.
Corey made big plays, and then I think your phrase was boneheaded turnovers when you referred to probably a couple.
Anytime, anytime you're going in to score a touchdown, it was a right read, the ball placement. You have to. The DB made a great jump, but just like anything, we don't want the turnovers. But he made some great plays today, so we just have to keep working on it, keep cleaning it up, and keep working. I mean, the one thing we can't do is go shell shock, and we won't do that at Miami. And we feel like we got a great quarterback. It's going to give us a chance to win a lot of games here. and we're going to continue to stress him on, hey, make sure you take what you give and understand the game.
Ja'Cory had that.
Does he show any, I mean, after that,
Emotions?
yeah, and after that interception, I think it was, the next pass was for a touchdown.
Yeah.
So.
We're not, the one thing about Ja'Cory, you know, he get upset, we get on him hard, we coach hard. We get on him hard and he understands, as coaches, we take pride in him and take pride in what we do. And we always tell him it ain't personal because we get on him. We just want you to understand what we're trying to teach. And he bounced back, hey, all right, now here's your turn again, let's go. Boom, made a touchdown pass and we moved on.
That field goal, the field goal drive, I think it was 1st and 20, or just he had a 17-yard run. Just what were you thinking when you saw him take off and run that play?
Just run. I wish he would have went out of bounds, you know, because it was hard times at the end. It was in bear defense, which is, you know, hard defense to, you know, run against. You know, you put everybody on the line, and that was, you know, the last 5-6 minutes of the game. They went to bear defense, just like, okay, you got 5 D linemen, 3 linebackers, and 3 DBs. And everybody's man single. There's no double teams or nothing you can do. Just somebody have to make a play, and we did. And you know, when we get to those games, somebody have to.
But you guys are obviously a good football team, but if you eliminate those mistakes, you could be a great football team, and I'm sure you see that. Doesn't that frustrate you?
It does. Heather, it really does. You know, and it frustrates the players because they know that we work hard and we keep improving every week, and they know that if we eliminate the little mistakes, it helps us out. And like special teams, we went through maybe 3 guys at Flyers. You know, Alan Hearns went out. Ryan, you know, we had to use him on defense because the second half was on defense more, so we took him out being a Flyer going down on a punt. Corey Nelms went out. So a lot of guys went out, and then we had the penalties on Tommy Streeter and the other guy, 2 young guys that never been in that situation. But now it's a learning process that know, hey, those 2 plays could have hurt us in the game situation. You know, so they learned, we got out of it, and we got to bounce back. And those are the things that I'm saying that we have to continue to stress and keep going.
Randy, Leonard Hankerson,
2 more questions.
obviously had a huge game today. You guys have had a lot of great receivers here, but a game like he had today, 3 touchdown passes. What do you think?
Did he have a drop today?
I don't think so.
If he didn't have a drop, I'm okay with it. Right? But you know, Hankerson always been a guy. You know, he's worked hard. He's worked confidence. You know, Hank has been through a lot, and I think that's just made him mentally tough. And you know, we support him everything he's doing. We get on him hard. And I recruited Hank out of high school, so he's kind of my favorite. But also, he understands the importance of being a team player, things like that. Last week, Hank didn't get much action. It was always a Ron Bird show. This week, you know, he had some coverages that they was doubling him a little bit. He made some catches. He made some really great catches in traffic, which was huge for us to get an end zone.
So, Ja'Cory on that run, that's something I guess
What happened was he dropped back, got outside. The defensive end lost contain. Everybody was in man coverage because our receivers went. We have a drill that the ball, quarterback scrambles, turn and run back because the quarterback can throw deep. Somebody may blow coverage. So on defense, what you do is when somebody scrambles, you lock on and go. You stay with your guys. So you got to just hope that somebody from the backside come in. That's what happened. We broke it, and those guys took off field. So if somebody come up out of coverage, you dump it, which he did to. I think he had 2 drops today. I think Lamar Miller and Mike James, and he just dumped it over the head out of coverage. Things like that happen. All right.